Hey, thanks again for tuning in for another video from Punk Monkey Comics. Once again, we're at 4711 Forest Drive. We're at the Bilo Shopping Center near Cardinal Newman. Once you come into the store this week, we got a lot of great comics. Going to take a few minutes and walk you through some books that are coming out this week. I want to let you know about an event that's coming up that we're going to be at April 5th at Jamil Temple in Columbia. There's a Columbia comic and toy show. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of great guests are going to be there. We have Sanford Green's going to be there. Mark Poole, an artist from Magic the Gathering. He was there from the get-go of Magic. And also Roy Thomas. And a lot of you probably know Roy Thomas was Mr. Marvel at one time. Writer of Conan and a lot of books, and actually ran Marvel for a little while, so it's going to be a great show. Make sure you come out. So I'd also like to introduce Showtime from Nerds of the Apocalypse.
Hey, I'm Showtime, as he said. Our Facebook is facebook.com/Nerds of the Apocalypse, and Twitter as @Nerds of the Apoc. You got some new merchandise under there, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of new merchandise. Hey, wait a minute, before we go into that, you guys do a weekly podcast, right?
We do. Episode 22 was just uploaded last night. That's called Star Wars: The Scooby-Doo Caper. Check it out. It's actually pretty funny.
I don't get it. What do you mean, Star Wars Scooby-Doo?
Stevie B made the reference that Star Wars was just a couple of people in the Millennium Falcon having adventures around the universe. So Trex and I kind of, expanded upon that, and it actually, it kind of is. We make some really good points on the podcast. Check it out.
I'll have a list to it. I don't get it. Anyway, on to the merchandise. So this week we got in some new T-shirts in the store. We love T-shirts. No Deadpool this week, unfortunately, but we've got a nice little My Pony shirt. I'm sure Trex is already wanting to buy that one. And for all you Godzilla fans, if you've not seen the new trailer, this is for you right here. Okay. And then also we've got a new Doctor Who shirt. Of course, 8 big pixels. So pretty cool looking shirt.
Just all the new things.
So new merchandise in the store this week. We have some new Doctor Who collectibles. We've got a couple of new figures. Also have a new Wonder Woman glassware. And now we're going to move on to the comics. So a lot of great things coming out this week. Of course, we've got some number ones you're going to be hitting on, especially for Marvel. Of course, Marvel likes to relaunch and has got a bunch of new number ones. First one we're going to talk about is Moon Knight number one. You got Warren Ellis on this book. The last Moon Knight series was fantastic. I was really upset when they canceled it. There was this very cool Moon Knight was doing missions with Wolverine and Spider-Man, but they weren't really there. If you don't know much about Moon Knight, he does suffer from a mental illness, but does have superpowers. But you get 3 in 1 with this book. I'm hoping this book really takes off and does well. There's been a lot of buzz about it, so pick this one up.
Also this week, you guys should get excited. Forever Evil number 6. This one's entitled Nightwing's Last Stand. I don't know if you guys have been following it too much. I really don't want to do spoilers, especially with that video or even with this comic. But if you've been reading, you may know that Nightwing and Batman, Nightwing and Owlman have a past. Read this to find out what's going to happen.
I gotta admit, I cheated. I read it already. It's probably one of the most intense books I've read in a while. If you haven't been reading Forever Evil, at least pick up this book. I mean, it's going to change the universe.
It'll make you want to find out what happened before and what's going to happen later.
Speaking of changing the universe, Quantum and Woody Zero is also out this week. Valiant book. It's the goat story. You just have to pick this up. Great read. I don't know what to really say about it. Who doesn't want to read about a goat? Okay.
Also this week, continuing my controversial Green Lantern relationship. I don't know if you guys noticed, I've gone back and forth about it, but Green Lantern number 29 comes out, and this one's called Abandon All Hope. Up to this point, the Blue Lanterns are gone, and St. Walker is the only one left, and he's kind of given up hope. So his ring is following him around like a little sad puppy, and Hal Jordan just asked him to come back and help him out, but he's having some conflicting issues. So check this out to find out what those are and what happens.
So also from Marvel this week, Magneto number 1. This is written by another one of my favorites, Cullen Bunn. Of course, he just wrapped up the Venom series a couple months ago. He's writing Six Gun for, I think it's Oni Press. Great writer. Are you picking this one up?
I actually want to pick this one up. If you've been reading Uncanny X-Men, Magneto used to be on their team, but now he's kind of doing his own way. He doesn't think Cyclops is going to go through and take care of the mutant race as it should be taken care of. So Cyclops going more of a peaceful route, and Magneto decides to take care of anyone who's going to pose a threat to the mutant uprising. Not uprising, but coming about as being accepted. So,
I've always kind of liked Magneto as a villain hero, because he's always, in his mind, he's doing the right thing to preserve mutants, but he's never considered himself a villain, and a lot of times he's not really a villain.
Yeah. So he's one of those characters that can switch sides real quick, but he's just like, as long as it sees to his needs. Yeah. Speaking of Uncanny X-Men, the next issue is coming out this week as well. It's number 18. Basically what happened in the last one was they kicked out the new mutant Hijack, who could take over anything electronic like cars and whatnot, and now they're dealing with the repercussions. If you didn't check out last week's issue, I'll give you a little recap real quick. Basically, he almost gave away the team's... Actually, he did give away the team's position by turning on a cell phone in a training exercise. So, check it out to see what the repercussions are.
And a great cover. That almost looks like a photo.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, also coming out this week is New Warriors number 2. I really like the last issue of this one. Basically, they're fighting a group called the High Evolutionary, and they're kind of getting their team in together. And they're going to really figure out what they're all good at, because the High Evolutionary just kind of showed up to each one of them and tried to attack them. So, check it out.
Wolverine the X-Men. We've got another number 1, and basically what this is just kind of a reboot of the series. It's a great jumping on point. Of course, if you like Wolverine or X-Men, it's a great place to read. It looks like Logan's in charge of the school, so have to see what happens there.
As well, Nova number 14 came out, and he's going to continue his adventure with Beta Ray Bill to go and find Skarn to find out why exactly Nova helped him. All right. Someone else is getting their brand new series this week, Lois Lane. It's called Superman, Lois Lane, number 1. Something pretty interesting about this one, if you look at the front cover and you know anything about the Star Sapphires, you might recognize the creature on the front. So if you want to find out how they're connected, check this issue out.
Hi, this is Dan with Punk Monkey Comics. I wanted to talk about another new number 1 this week. It's called Tales of Honor. It's about Honor Harrington. It's based on a novel series by a famous sci-fi author named David Weber, who actually lives in upstate South Carolina. It takes place in the future, and she plays the captain of a starship. Check it out.
Also out this week is World's Finest. It's a continuation of last week's Batman and Superman First Contact issue. This is issue number 2.
Batman Detective Comics 29. This is a continuation of Gothtopia. I believe this is the last chapter. It's been going on in Catwoman and Birds of Prey. Pretty good story there. Next,
we have Batman and Superman Annual number 1. So obviously it's the first annual they've come out with. This issue, or this comic, is going to be covering the little power struggle between the Super Family and the Bat Family. They're both looking for Mongul's fortress right now, and it's kind of how they're looking for and dealing with the loss of their comrades.
And for you Darkness fans, we've got another. This is a one-shot from Image called Vicious Traditions. Not a series I'm very familiar with, but I know a lot of fans out there like it, so make sure you pick that up. Last thing that we've got here for the video is the Walking Dead trade paperback number 20. This leads you right up into All Out War starting. So if you want to pick this up, I think we have just about a complete run of All Out War of what's happened so far. Of course, Walking Dead has really accelerated the last couple months. We've had 2 issues a month coming out. It's kind of been hit or miss in places, but the last few issues have been really good. I have to say, though, if you guys didn't watch The Walking Dead this week, worst episode ever. Did you watch it?
I watched it. I thought it was good. I think right now they're really doing a lot of setup, so...
I liked that they kind of went back to the comic for the last couple of episodes or whatever, but this one last week...
It was really giving you an insight to Dale and... Dale? No, not
Daryl?
Daryl, there we go. Wow, Dale died a long time ago. Mostly, we were just waiting for those two to have some magical moment inside of the building.
In the trailer?
House. Yeah. I was like, just do it already!
Hopefully it'll get better this week, with Abraham coming into the fold and everything. And if you guys have read the comic books, you kind of know what's coming and everything. So, pick those up also. So we got these awesome new variants this week. We've got a Moon Knight, another Scotty Young variant, and an Animal variant. And also we have the Magneto Scotty Young variant. I kind of like, did he steal all the other kids' spoons? I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty cool. And we have another Animal variant for Magneto. So as a reminder, this Thursday night, March 6th at 7 o'clock will be our newest graphic novel club. Of course, you're going to be doing Kingdom Come. I've been reading this week. The thing I'm going to tell you about this, and I know Showtime talked about the story last week, the artwork in this book is amazing. If you don't do anything else other than just look at the artwork, I think it's Alex Ross, is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Just amazing. The story's great. Make sure you come out. You don't have to have even read the book to come out. You know, we talk all things geek during that time, have a little bit of food and drink with us, and hang out. Once again, 4711 Forest Drive, Bilo Shopping Center, Cardinal Newman High School. Thank you so much during this week. Anything?
And check us out on Facebook. Check out the new episode 22, the Star Wars Caper. And Facebook.com/NerdsOfTheApocalypse at Nerds of the APOC for Twitter.
We'll see you next week. Thank you.